Hello, my name is Christopher Almquist. I'm in the Business Administration program at SCC here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And for my self-introductory speech, I chose to do a family vacation that was memorable and do a 3 to 5 minute speech on it. I chose my 21st birthday vacation with my family to Las Vegas. I had never really gambled before. I am not much into gambling. But in my family, this was something everybody did on their 21st. My sister went when she was 21, and I was only 19, so I didn't get to go. But this was my inauguration into adulthood because now you could do basically whatever you wanted. We started off, my sister and I lived here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and my parents lived in Dallas, Texas. So we had a flight that went through Phoenix, Arizona, and landed in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, what I did not take into account is the fact that we had a 2.5 hour layover in Phoenix, Arizona. So my sister and I had to walk around the Phoenix airport for literally 2 hours before we could board the plane. This would have been memorable. I tried to get my sister to have a few drinks with me. Granted, I just turned 21, so I was all kind of excited about it. But unfortunately, my sister really wasn't into it, and I kind of ribbed her and joked with her a bit, like, haha, I can't believe you're not going to drink on my 21st, and I got hammered on yours. But, I kind of let it go, and then we finally arrived in Vegas. And that's where we met up with my mom and dad. We met in this little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant. My mom and dad go to Vegas quite a bit, or did go to Vegas quite a bit. So they kind of knew some little hole-in-the-wall places that we would really enjoy. And it was a beautiful place. It had like a glass atrium with a bunch of trees around it. I mean, it was the most picturesque little hole-in-the-wall Mexican place you could ever imagine. And that's pretty much where Dad and I started the party. He bought me a couple flights of tequilas. My mom bought me a couple flights. My sister, unfortunately, didn't have a drink with me at there either, which, again, I kind of ribbed her a little bit, like, ha, I can't believe you're not doing this. And after that, we headed to the hotel. The hotel we stayed at was Mandalay Bay, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous hotel. One of the best ones on the Strip, really, that I've been to. After that, we headed straight for the roulette tables. I'd never tried roulette. I've never tried craps, so that was what I was interested in, namely because, James Bond film kind of made it glamorous. And so that's where I started. My dad handed me $100 and said, when you're out, you're out. Well, I kept gambling and ended up winning quite a bit of money. My highest point was $2,000, and my lowest point, I was about 100 in the hole. All things considered, though, I ended up about 500 over, which I was pretty ecstatic at because it paid my rent for the following month. After that, we headed to Caesar's Palace, where we gambled a little bit more. My dad and I got a margarita by the yard. Never seen one of those before. It was quite an amazing feat to just walk down the street with basically 2 yards of margarita. And then after that, we hit another bar in Caesar's Palace, where this is probably my most memorable thing about the vacation was my dad and I had the stereotypical drunk guy, I love you, man. Like, we were both crying. It was awkward and kind of embarrassing now that I can think about it. But at the time, it was hilarious because we had no idea what was going on. I woke up at 2 a.m. on the bathroom floor, had no idea how I got there, had no idea what happened, and Mom was not impressed, to say the least. In conclusion, I know this is a non-professional topic, and I know this is probably something I shouldn't be proud of, but at the end of the day, when I was flying home with my sister, after ribbing her day in and day out about not drinking with me, and I can't believe you're not going to drink with me, she finally in the plane broke down in tears and said, I'm pregnant. So that was the first grandbaby and my first nephew ever for the family. So it made it not only a memorable trip, but one that changed not only my life, but I had no idea, but she had told my mom and dad at the same time. So it pretty much brought our family together, and that's what made it more memorable. Not the drinking, not the gambling. It's the first baby of our family. So that was my speech. Thank you.